More warning signs for the U.S. economy and the U.S. real estate market. Hey friends, welcome to the show. Buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine, no lollipops, no unicorns, no puppy dogs. We're just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show, my friends. So we've got some pretty big economic warning signs. I love real estate, work in real estate, continue to entertain, educate, and inform us here utilizing real estate to do it. But I've always said, this is much bigger than real estate, isn't it? It's much bigger. We got a lot of smart people, big brains here at the show. If you're new, subscribe and jump into the comments. You will learn a lot. A lot of people much smarter than me. I've got my head wrapped around this, I believe, quite nicely, though. I've lived through the Great Recession. I suffered a little blowback. I came back from it. I saw this thing exhibiting bubble behavior. It was market manipulation. A casino climate was created. Most people don't understand booms and busts. Today, we're going to take a look at somebody who absolutely does and what they're doing that should have everybody's full and undivided attention. But it doesn't. But it's really quite simple in nature. We overstimulated the biggest economy in the world. We are at the breaking point, dancing on the razor's edge. We've backed ourselves up into a corner. So when I continue to see other real estate professionals, and I get it, trying to utilize, well, due to the lack of supply and demand and the low interest rates and blah, 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 people have golden handcuffs on because they don't want to sell their house because then they lose. It's so much bigger than that. So if only it was that simple, right? If only it was that simple. It's not, friends. It is big. It is big. So today we're going to take a look at what the heavy hitters are doing. And this is alarming. And as we read between the lines and look between the cracks, and keep our thumb on the pulse of everything we can in a way that makes enough sense. We don't have to get paralyzed by tea leaves and charts and the data. This is going to be very simple, friends. We overheated the biggest economy in the world, and we weren't alone. Every big economy in the world. This thing has a lot of risk written all over it. So anybody that's just trying to rely on the real estate data to tell you everything's okay is completely missing the point on this one. We've talked about this many, many times. As the federal government's goal is to keep low inflation and low unemployment numbers, you can't have both. You got to pick one. And we're trying to print our way out of the problem, which is in fact compounded it. We're kicking the can down the road. So this thing is going to head for some kind of breaking point. It's already doing it. You've got to understand that it's just the law of averages. You overheat the asset classes, you are in massive trouble. But we've done much, much more than that. Our economy now is a runaway train. It's left the station. It's off the rails. It's not coming back. We've created the two-headed monster. Runaway inflation in a risen interest rate environment. Something has to break. And it's about to break. So let's jump over to an article to see what one of the most profound heavy hitters, their track record, what they're doing. Then we're going to meet back here, wrap it up, and why it's so significant and what could change and be different this go around. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up and strap in for this barn burner report. Trader who predicted 2008 financial crisis bets $1.6 billion on stock market crash by end of 2023. It goes on to say, an investor who was featured in the film The Big Short after he correctly bet on the housing market collapse in 2008 has now predicted that a Wall Street crash will take place by the end of the year. Security Exchange Commission filings released on Monday show that he's taken out negative options on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100. Both of which are representative of the U.S. economy at large. Michael Burry is reported by CNN to be using more than 90% of his portfolio to bet on the market downturn. His fund, Scion Asset Management, was shown to have bought large stakes in put options against both stock market indexes. Put options give the right to sell an asset at a particular price. Mr. Burry became famous for his market movements in the mid-2000s when he bet against the housing market during the events that led to the worldwide recession. And friends, we all know how that one worked out. This one is much, much bigger. This should have everybody's undivided attention. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go. Michael Burry predicted the last crash. He was right. He's back at it again, but this time he is shorting not the housing market, the stock market. The stock market's ready to implode. load. It is on borrowed. If you're in stocks big, I would really consider moving your money around a little bit. If you are stuck in those markets, and I know many of you are, cryptos included, this is a casino climate. You're gambling with your financial future. Diversify yourself. Get into safe investments right now. It's the biggest thing you can do. But here's the biggest takeaway for me, and I'd love to know what you guys think. Please leave it in the comments below. Michael Burry is predicting a stock market crash this go around. Well, what happened the last time a stock market crashed at the level he's predicting? You guessed it, the Great Depression. The Great Depression. We are, in fact, if he is right, which he's now almost $2 billion saying he's right, that's pretty much a guarantee. And I've talked to many of you. I mean, he's obviously knows something a lot of us don't. First of all, he's seen this movie before. And all the heavy hitters have done that. We've talked about the Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos, selling off their own company stocks. We see the warning signs. I always talk about this. Throw the dart at the economic challenge map. We could pull so many issues right now, but we just put a blind eye. Well, supply and demand and my real estate. No. You have to understand the why. That's why as your real estate agent, we're going to examine safety right now. How safe is this purchase? Does it pencil out? Simple tools. Stay tuned to the channel as we blow apart properties and examine to see if properties pencil out, or if not, how do we get them to pencil out so we can build in some safety? Because the storm clearly is coming. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested, my friends. Michael Burry, he predicted the last crash. He's predicting another one. Bigger crash, bigger bubble, bigger blowback. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. You can stay out of the tea leaves and the charts and the data if you'd like. This one only ends one way. It's gonna hit its breaking point. If you're watching other channels that are telling you about real estate safety and this and that, and it'll just go up forever, maybe not. I'll let you decide. In my opinion, we are headed for, at minimum, correction, recession, or depression. Minimum would be correction, but I think we're far beyond that. Michael Burry is saying you're going to be living through a depressionary level of a downturn, and mathematically, every 100 years we've had one, and we're in the 100-year cycle, as 1929 was the last Great Depression, and it was the catalyst, the stock market crash. It appears the stock market might be the catalyst to trigger this thing all over again. I'm going to continue to heat map, temperature check it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there. Along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you, it'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.